amount, basically to do, not the least to make the most, but
Right.
essentially that's what everybody wants to do anyway.
Mhm.
But that is my biggest challenge right now, especially with the freedom that I have as a real estate agent. I make my own schedule. I have the opportunity to go travel, do what I want. Anytime I'm not working though, I'm not making money. It's a
Right.
commission-based job. And it's tough to keep your head leveled sometimes, especially when I have a deal that I made and it may look like a big win.
Yeah.
So I may slow down a little. And those are the challenges when I slow down, and sometimes it rides out a little too much.
Okay. Interesting. Is that intentional? Like you have to slow down the pace at which a deal is going on, or?
Definitely not. Definitely not. That momentum, the momentum should always be consistent, if not growing more. But sometimes, when you get too comfortable, just like anything, once you start getting too comfortable, that's when things tend, that's when problems tend to appear.
Right.
So I say that's my biggest challenge is sometimes I get too comfortable, and that's something that I need to work on to continue growing just in my career, and as a person.
Yeah. That's interesting. It's a really good point, actually. It's like, it's very easy when things are good to get comfortable and sort of relax a bit, but you always need to be like applying pressure at every given moment. So that, like you said, so you can keep on growing and improving. 100%. So what advice would you give someone who's trying to achieve the same thing that you've done?
I think the biggest piece of advice is just start. And it sounds simple. It sounds simple, and it sounds so simple, but everybody who has something great in life, or, has this operating a business or doing something great, got there somehow. And it's never easy in the beginning, because if it was, everybody would be doing it.
Right.
But starting anything is the hardest challenge. And that may be because of, fear of failure, especially when you're doing something in a public light. Having people, judgment is something that I feel like everybody fears. So just starting something is the biggest piece of advice, because once you start, you just keep pushing through, and it will work out if you're dedicated and motivated. But you just need to make that first initial step. And that's the key, not holding off on something and saying, oh, I'll do it next month. I'll do it after vacation. Just start it.
Just starting, right. That's really good advice, because a lot of people, they always get caught up on that first bit, just the starting, the first step, right?
Yeah,
holds a lot of people back, for sure.
Do this,
Yeah, you just sort of like, what's the word? And going through analysis paralysis, right? You just think about all the possible direction you could take on this thing, and you just end up in this rut,
And I mean, also, I would say also always think about another piece of advice that I really stick with is always look at the positive side of things. A lot of times when we do that, analysis paralysis, we have that, it's because we start overthinking about the negative outcomes rather than the positive outcomes. What happens, what if this doesn't work out, or what happens if this or that? It shouldn't be that way. You should be always thinking, I'm going to do this. These are the positives that are going to come out, because, when you put your intention in a specific way, it will come out. It's when you start focusing on those negative outcomes, that's why those appear, especially when you start getting into your head about it.
Yeah. You attract what you focus on.
Exactly, man.
Yeah. Cool. So my next question is, where are you heading to, man? And what are you hoping to accomplish in the next couple of years?
Yeah, in the next couple of years, I'm really hoping to, I really enjoy the team I'm on right now. I enjoyed working with my senior broker, my other brokers on my team, and to just continue building our business. We have some ideas in mind of, where we're looking to go as a team and what we're looking to put out there, and how we're planning on expanding and doing some other business ventures. But I think for myself, I'm really looking forward to trying to, become my own actual entrepreneur in some sense, just because working under a firm, I'm still working for somebody, but I want to be doing something that I can call my own, whether that be
Right.
e-commerce, but
Mhm.
ultimately creating passive income and
Right.
doing that myself.
Yourself, nice. Very cool. It's important, man. It's really important. Like a lot of stuff is very key. You know, like trying to build your own wealth, trying to seek financial freedom. It's all
Mhm.
very, very key.